Hello? Hello?
Whoa. Okay, that was a little unexpected. Hi, my name is Drew Keller, and they say that surprise is one way to capture someone's attention. I would argue good acting is probably a little more important, but that's neither here nor there. Capturing an audience's attention is of critical importance for your message to be heard. The challenge is that we hear over 1,000 messages every day, from bus placards to television commercials, from fast food bags to banner ads. Helping your audience to sift through all this clutter is critical in order for your story to be heard. Well, what's going to make people stop and pay attention to your message? Should you be really disruptive? Should you be surprising? Do you have new information or research? What's your tone? What's your approach? Well, I would argue that you can't capture attention if you don't know who you're capturing. You have to know your audience. You have to gather all the information and data that you can to figure out what they're buying, where they're going, who their friends are, what are they listening to, what are their habits? Are they serious? Are they formal? Are they casual? And what about using humor to tell your story? I personally recommend against using humor because humor most often is contextual and cultural. And unless you're making a video for 10 of your closest friends, the odds are what you find uproariously funny is really offensive to someone else. So unless you can execute it flawlessly, I would completely recommend steering away from humor. Okay, so if you're not going to be funny, what are you going to do? Well, I recommend that you go through all of that data and you craft a persona. You develop somebody who you think is a typical viewer, somebody who's going to engage in your story. Use all of that data to create a fictitious person. For example, let's say I have a viewer who's a young male, maybe he's into snowboarding, he's a gamer, he reads graphic novels, distrusts sales pitches, he lives in an urban environment, and he's a heavy mobile phone user. As I craft my story and tell my story, I can imagine how that's going to resonate with that viewer. Another voice that I have available to me is the environment. Choosing where to tell your story is as important as what story you have to tell. If you try to tell a serious story in some incongruous environment, the odds are your message is going to be missed entirely. So think carefully about what the environment says about your story. Finally, choose a tone and style that's going to resonate with your audience. Find something that's going to work for them so that they are going to engage and feel comfortable with the message that you have to deliver. So, how do you capture their attention? Well, you can try to be clever, but I think it's most important to know who you're trying to capture. That's how you'll ensure success. If you have questions or comments, please follow the URL down here, and I look forward to seeing you soon.